Hello again, I'm Robert Fithin, and recently I got pretty excited because I found out that there were going to be US releases of the first two AC/DC Australian albums. Now, these are two albums that I've been wanting for a long time. The original High Voltage and T.N.T Australian albums coming out with US reissues. And this has never happened before. These have only been available in Australia and New Zealand, and to buy these to this point, you had to get used ones, and those would run you, if you were in the US, anywhere for a good copy, would run you anywhere from like $300 to $400. And so I'm looking at upcomingvinyl.com a couple of weeks ago, which is a website that is fairly comprehensive of the stuff that's, of course, upcoming on vinyl. They don't deal a lot in record store day stuff, but other than that, they're fairly comprehensive. You can see a lot of the different things that are coming out, all different genres, all different labels and everything. And I noticed, oh, wow, whoa, High Voltage and T.N.T Australian AC/DC versions are going to be released on May 16th, 2025. So upcomingvinyl.com links you right to Amazon if you want to buy something. Now, I usually do not buy records from Amazon, but I jumped right on it. I figured I would get, because I had some credit on Amazon from buying other things, and so I thought I would get one from Amazon and then get the other one from like Riverbend Records, local record store. And so I jumped right on it, clicked it, pre-ordered it, done. Okay, and the one I pre-ordered was this one, High Voltage, the very first Australian AC/DC album. And so, like I said, I jumped right on it, pre-ordered it, and it just arrived today, Friday, May 16th, 2025. Okay, everything sounds great so far. By the way, $24. Amazing, especially when you consider the price of a lot of new vinyl these days, and when you consider a used one, Australian, goes for about, like I said, $300 to $400. $24 is quite the bargain. And this has been reissued by Sony. Now, there's been some bootlegs that have come and gone, but I don't deal in that kind of stuff. So Sony, legitimate U.S. reissue of the first two Australian AC/DC albums. So I go to the record store, and I'm ready to get T.N.T. And it's nowhere to be found. There's no information on it. There's very little, I should say, information on it. It's to be announced. They're not sure when it's coming out. It's in limbo kind of thing. And I'm like, well, I just ordered this from Amazon. So I go back to Amazon to get T.N.T from Amazon. Nowhere to be found. Completely sold out. Or not available, really. So I don't know what's going on. But I'm glad I got this. Like I said, this is the US reissue. Just came out on Sony, or through Sony, of the Australian High Voltage, and there are songs on here that are very hard to find from AC/DC, like Love Song and Stick Around. Of course, it does have songs that are available on places like 74 Jailbreak, and of course, this is the US High Voltage. A lot of what's on the Australian T.N.T album is on here, so I was really excited to get, this a little more than I would have been to get the original T.N.T, but I wanted both of them. And come to find out, now this is no longer on Amazon. It's disappeared. Somebody's trying to sell a used one for $200. Neither of these are on Discogs. There's no 2025 release for either the Australian High Voltage or the Australian T.N.T. So it's kind of a mystery. This was there and then gone. And I'm so glad I snagged this right up and was able to get one of these, like I said, for $24, brand new. It sounds great. It's got the original blue Albert label with the yellow, stripes around the rim. Got, great song, Baby Please Don't Go. The track order on here is the same as the original Australians, got the same back cover. But I did find out that this was actually released in Europe in 2024. And this is I got some UK information down here with a UPC sticker covering an old UPC. So this might just be the UK one that they're trying to pass off as a US release now. And I don't know if they weren't maybe allowed to do that or what's going on. All I know is that upcomingvinyl.com had this and T.N.T Australian versions coming out for about a month on May 16th. I immediately went to Amazon, got this. It arrived today. Beautiful. And now it's gone. Not a trace. No longer this or T.N.T on Amazon. I've looked into a couple of other record stores that were advertising this to be able to be pre-ordered on their sites. That's gone now. They've wiped it out. So either there were only a few of these and they sold out super fast, or for some reason they have been pulled. I'm going to try to keep posted on this, keep you posted on this. If I find out any more, I'm still going to try to get the Australian T.N.T. in this reissue, because that's another one where if you want the original, $300, $400. So I'm going to keep abreast of the situation, let you know what's going on with this. But if you have any information on what is going on with these 2 U.S. reissues of the first 2 Australian AC/DC albums, please let me know in the comments. It seems like there was some sort of mishap and they got pulled, because T.N.T. was gone before even the release date. So it's not I don't think a sold out thing is what's going on here. I think it's more of a, oh, we made a mistake, or there's some kind. It's not like it's a bad pressing, or there's a mistake in the pressing or something, because like I said, it sounds great. So let me know in the comments if you know what's going on. Meanwhile, I will continue to enjoy, thankfully, finally, my Australian high voltage, now at a $24 price tag instead of a used $350 price tag. Thank you so much, and thank you for watching. I'm Robert Fithen. Hopefully I will talk to you again soon.